Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode, I will be installing a set of red recovery hooks. I will be doing this on my 2019 Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition with a V8 5.3 liter Ecotec 3 engine, dynamic fuel management, and an 8-speed automatic transmission. I had purchased these hooks from Riverside Chevrolet, bought them last year. They retail for $125. I had got them for $75 because I had used a $50 credit voucher that I accumulated over the months of owning my truck. And what I mean by that is I have OnStar, so every time I pay an OnStar bill or I pay to have something done to the truck, I get points that build up, and then when they build up enough, you can cash them in for a rewards voucher and use it for services, products at the dealership. So here we go. Except for there's one little problem. I have an LT truck that is not equipped to install these hooks on. I mean, the frame has the spot for the hooks, but the bottom fascia, I guess what they call it, some places call them a valance. I had looked into ordering a new one. They were like $285, but I couldn't get the one that would for this truck. I don't know, there was some complication with it. So anyway, this truck doesn't have the cutouts in the bottom fascia to insert the hooks through. So I have to make my own hooks. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then of course install the hooks. The installation of the hooks is a piece of cake because the rail is already there. It has the holes for the bolts to go through. I guess I should show you the hooks. Actually, I can only show you one because the driver's side is already installed. I did it 2 weeks ago. I didn't have any time to make the video, so I'm making it today, 2 weeks later. It's pretty sweet looking, bright red. So what I had to do is make a paper template of the entire opening that these hooks will be passed through. And as you can see by this photo, the opening is pretty simple. It has a straight edge on the right side and on top. So I took a piece of paper, put it in there, pushed it in around the bottom edge and on the left side. It made a crease. I cut that crease out. I checked that template to make sure it fit in there perfect. I then transferred that template to a cardboard template, made 3 of those, and then those will be all taped together for when I do the cutout, and I will show you why when I do that. I then drove to the dealership, took measurements from 3 of the different Chevy Silverados that had recovery hooks on the front. So what I did, I had measured from the straight edge to where the first opening was, and then all the way over to the second, and then from the top to the top of the opening, from the bottom to the bottom of the opening, and then came home, transferred those numbers to the paper template. Now, and I did want my template to be rectangular. I didn't want it to be the peanut style shape that they have, and I wanted it to be a tad bit smaller. So I cut that out using an X-Acto knife and a metal ruler. Went back to the dealership, checked it to make sure that it matched up perfect, and it did. Came back home, transferred those measurements to the cardboard template, cut the other 2 cardboard templates to match the first cardboard template, taped all those together. And like I said, my template is a tad bit smaller. So anyway, here's the paper template. This was the original template I made. And then of course, there's the paper one with the cutout. And then I had transferred that paper template to the cardboard one. And then when I got done making all 3 templates out of cardboard, I taped them all together. And basically, well, the reason why I made 3 cardboard templates, taped them together, is I'll be sitting the edge of the cutting tool on here. That way I don't have to really worry about it moving while I'm doing it. So that's it for the paper template, cardboard template. So what you're going to need to do this install is a 18mm socket, drive ratchet, 18mm wrench, oscillating cutting tool with a 1 3/8 inch blade, or you can also use a 1 1/16. Piece of sandpaper to clean up the edges. And I don't have the Dremel tool with me, but you can use a Dremel tool with a grinding bit on the end to also help clean up the burrs. To make the cutouts, I'd recommend using an X-Acto knife and a metal ruler. To do the measurements at the dealership, you need a flexible tape measure because you won't be able to get this inside that opening. And these recovery hooks do not come with snow blocks. I made my own. You can make your own out of foam. And then between the foam and the backing of the fascia. I got some rug runner. I made a cutout, so this will go between the two to make it look even cleaner. So how I actually made that template at the dealership was just pretend this is their opening right here. I measured from the straight edge to there, and then from the straight edge all the way to the other side, from the top of the opening to the top of their opening, and then from the top to the bottom of their opening. Let's go ahead and get this one out. Put some tape on the back to hold it in place. I get one shot to get this hole right. Like I said, the reason why I made it 3 pieces of cardboard thick was so I can rest the cutting tool right on there when I make the cuts. So let me go ahead and get my power tool plugged in, and we'll get on with the cut. And like I said, it's the same template for both. You would just driver's side, passenger side. Got my tool plugged in, so here we go. And now what you're going to do is take that sandpaper and just clean up the edges. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put this snow block between the fascia and the support bracket. Okay, and just so you know, these hooks are identical. They're exactly the same, so you don't have to flip them around. Just put that in there. Before I put the hook in, I'm going to go ahead and put this backing piece that I had made. Okay, that was a bitch. Okay, that's done. Now we have the bolts. Long bolt goes through here. Short bolt screws right in here. Now I just gotta like get the bolt to go all the way through, tighten it down, and that's it. So this is the long bolt. This is the short bolt. This one goes all the way through, and this one tightens right into the recovery hook. Now I'll show you the other side. Here's the long bolt, and I'll tell you this, it's the bitch to tighten down. Here we have both hooks installed. After the video, I did end up removing both hooks. I cleaned up the openings a little bit more, so now it looks pretty sweet. After this closing spiel, I'm going to put some video clips of the hooks and my entire truck. But let me go ahead and get on with this. This is a wrap up on another how-to video with Paul Henderson. This one was the installation and the cutout for my red recovery hooks on my 2019 Chevy Silverado. It was a piece of cake. No, it wasn't. Anyway, if you like this video, hit like, hit the subscribe button, and you'll get notifications as new videos come out. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you never have to use the hooks, but they're there if you need it, so it's a good thing, so enjoy your day. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode, I will be stalling. Third take already. Damn it. I had purchased these red recovery hooks from the dealership, so they are factory approved and factory made for this truck. And shit, should have kept the first one, damn it. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode, I will be installing a set of factory I'm not even going to say that. Damn it. Test 1, test 2, test 3. I modified it a little bit. I didn't want mine to be the same exact shape and size as theirs. I wanted mine to be a rectangular shape, not a peanut style shape that theirs is. So, how's a plane going overhead? Motherfucker. Damn it. Test 1, test 2, test 3. So what I had to do was make a pepper. Test 1, test 2, test 3. God damn it. I need some water. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Let me get a drink. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Oscillating tool with a 1 3/8 inch cutting blade, or you can use a 1 1/8. No, 1 1/16. Damn it, I forgot. Oh, I was just getting ready.
Oh, I'll leave you alone.
Yeah. This is a wrap up on another how-to video with Paul Henderson. This one was the installation and the cutout for my red recovery hooks on my 2019 Chevy Silverado. It was a piece of cake. No, it wasn't. In case you're curious what it takes to make one of these videos, check this out. I got a clapboard. That's my camera gear right there. Camera, one of the lights. I have like 4 lights. Here's the power cords. If I had the other video lights up, I'd have a lot more cords. Little TV monitor to see what I'm doing. Not as easy as it looks. And then the editing takes me could take anywhere between probably 8 hours to do this video. Had a lot of retakes, do-overs. And I write a script. Sometimes I stick to it, sometimes I don't.